Hello, my friend and fellow lightworker on the path. Welcome back to the channel. I am Josephine Hardman, a certified intuitive healer and Akashic Records practitioner and master teacher. It is my soul's purpose to make the Akashic Records an accessible tool for healers, lightworkers, spiritual seekers, and practitioners out there so we can all heal ourselves and help each other evolve and expand, and ultimately raise consciousness on this planet. So let's get right into the content for today for this video. So I know you know that in 2025, when I am recording this, we are in a time of massive cultural and spiritual transition. In many ways, this is a time of collapse. It feels like collapse. It feels like things are collapsing in a lot of ways as old paradigms crumble and make room for the new. We're all being called to step into new ways of being, new ways of thinking, definitely, and new ways of leading. If you look around you in the world, we absolutely need new kinds of leaders and more conscious, more awake leaders everywhere, really. So we're being called to become more discerning than ever about what is true so that we don't fall prey to illusion. As a tool of discernment and highest wisdom, as a field of higher consciousness, the Akashic Records are here to support us in this challenging time of transition. It is also a time of possibility, even though sometimes it really doesn't feel that way. But it is, right? When things collapse, if you work with the tarot deck at all, then you know that card, the Tower. So this is a classic Tower moment that we are in. Things are collapsing, things are melting down, things are getting shaken up so that we can open the door to the new. So, in this whole process, in this evolutionary process that we're undergoing individually, each of us, and also collectively as a species, the Akashic Records can function for us like a bullet train to expansion, as that high-speed train to expansion. Once you board that train, there's really no going back. So there's no return to unconsciousness or to the familiar comfort zones of the past. So working with the Akashic Records is not for people who have kind of one foot in, one foot out, or who would prefer to stay in the comfortable status quo. The Akashic Records, when we genuinely work with them, require us to show up in a full, authentic, responsible, grounded way for our own evolution, and so that we can light the path for others, so we can be those leaders that we desperately need in the world today. By using the records masterfully and intentionally as a tool of higher consciousness, you can liberate yourself from the fear, density, and the illusions of the earth plane. So 3D ego-based illusions. By working with the records, you can restore your cosmic memory. So you can remember and you can become who you really are, why you're really here. You can embody why you're really here, your deepest purpose for being here in this lifetime, in alignment with really that highest purpose at the level of your soul that you came here to express and to fulfill. So, as the leader, as the way shower and light worker that you came here to be, You can use the Akashic Records to help others liberate themselves from the 3D matrix as well. And that's really the power of the records. And this is purposeful, bold work that we are here to do as spiritual pioneers, if you will. Dismantling the old paradigms, the old systems, both within yourself, so all of your old systems of thinking, ways of being, old coping mechanisms, anything from the past that no longer serves you, and dismantling the old paradigms and systems on the 3D plane, so outside of yourself. That requires bravery. It requires a commitment to stare fear in the face, to meet fear in the face, because fear is going to come up when we do this bold work. So we have to look at fear in the face and keep moving forward anyway. So working with the Akashic Records in this way, as you can imagine, is not for the faint of heart. It's not for people seeking a quick fix or instant gratification. It's not for people who are content kind of skimming the surface of spiritual transformation and staying only at that surface level. It's not for people sitting on the fence. It's not for spiritual window shoppers, right? We really have to be all in. So the Akashic Records are a tool, a really powerful tool for people who are spiritually committed and dedicated, ready to go the distance, ready to not have to repeat the same old patterns, the same old challenges, hit up against the same old blocks, and have to learn the same lessons over and over and over again. Now, many people are not ready for this level of spiritual mastery. People may not be ready to fully claim and embody their power. Some people are not ready to let go of the false comfort of the status quo or the false comfort of their ego attachments. And that's okay. Everyone is where they are. I'm sure you've learned by now on your spiritual path that we can't force anybody to move faster than they are. We can't force anybody to wake up. So they have to move through that at their own pace. For those who are ready, though, the Akashic Records are the most potent tool that I know to gain forward momentum, to quiet the ego. Especially the records are so good at helping us do that. So quiet the ego, clear ego interference out of the way. And this includes self-doubt, second guessing, overthinking, overanalyzing, perfectionism, all of these tricks that the ego mind might try to pull. The Akashic Records can help us quiet so much of that and can help us align with the fullness of who we are really here to be. So with our brilliance, with our inner divinity, with our highest purpose. So for the heart-centered, for the visionary light workers, for those spiritual pioneers, we have no time to waste. There is no time to waste at this point. If you choose to activate the Akashic Records in your life, if you choose to activate their energy in your life fully, and this is a way of life, it's not just another modality, it's a whole way of life. If you use the records to shed your human density, your fear, any of these old patterns that don't serve you, you will thrive. You will thrive. The records will function as a divine support for you through any of life's ups and downs. and you will thrive. You will keep moving forward. You will expand. You will be of service in really powerful ways, regardless of whatever's going on in the collective, regardless of any of the choices that are made at the collective level or any of the choices that anyone around you ends up making. If you've got the records as a tool, as an anchor, as that divine support, you will expand and you will thrive. So, another one of the patterns that is really common that I see so often in people and have experienced myself, of course. So, just a common pattern on the 3D human plane is this constant wavering. So, this back and forth between fear and love, this back and forth or wavering between doubt and trust. So some days you are really trusting. Some days you trust yourself. You trust the universe. You trust that things are going to come together for you in your life. You trust that you are divinely aligned. And then some other days you wake up and you are in doubt, or you are in fear, or you are in resistance, right? So wavering between resistance and flow, wavering between confusion, being confused, not knowing what the next step is, and clear purpose on the other hand. So some days are so clear, some days are confusing. We might also waver between illusion and truth. And that wavering, that back and forth, is what creates those endless ups and downs in your daily life experience. And that is what can rob you of valuable time and energy every time you're dipping down into one of these lower frequencies, right? So, for example, doubt has a lower frequency, of course, than trust. Resistance has a lower frequency than flow. Illusion, of course, has a much lower frequency than higher truth and being aligned with that truth. So when you dip into these lower frequencies, you are maybe getting triggered, or you're getting perplexed, or you're getting confused, you're in fear, you're in resistance. And that robs you of valuable time and energy that you could be spending otherwise to fulfill your highest purpose, right? And to keep moving forward in alignment with that purpose. So, as a tool of highest consciousness, as a tool of healing, quantum healing, the Akashic Records can help you stay more permanently anchored in the frequency of love, unconditional love, in the frequency of trust. So, trusting yourself and trusting the universe and trusting the choices that you're making. The records can help you stay much more anchored in the frequency of flow and of truth and openness and receptivity. So you can create and receive what you truly want and deserve in your life. So if you're interested in working with the Akashic Records at a deeper level, I'd love to invite you to check out my totally free 8-day Akashic Records mini course, which is going to walk you through step-by-step guidelines of how to start tapping into this Akashic field of higher consciousness, wisdom, healing, guidance, and light. So you can reconnect with your true essence, and you can clear out anything that doesn't serve you, and you can truly align with your highest purpose. So you can check out and get access to that free Akashic Records mini course by clicking the link in the video description, or you can head over to my website, josephinehartman.com, and you'll see a big button right there at the top. So click on that to get the free mini course. Thank you so much for tuning into this video. Please let me know in the comments down below what has resonated with you from this content today, and I will see you in the next one. All right, take really good care of yourself. Bye bye.